and they are physical.
Williamson outside. Good work defensively by Oubre. 76ers trail by 3. Here's Embiid. Drives to the hoop. And there's the foul. It's on Joel Embiid. Personal foul. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
So it's the Pelicans now. Despite Joel Embiid missing more than half of their games, Grant, the Sixers still won 47 games last season.
Yeah, B.A., and lots of credit goes to Tyrese Maxey, averaging over 26 points a game. Philadelphia also had some good depth, and that really helped. When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Here's Maxey. Alvarado with a rebound. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
Great work in close from Zion.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Here's George. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Williamson up top. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his third foul so far.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Now,
second quarter, and we're just over a minute in.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
And just a very well-built guard. You know, Maxey is so hard to slow down around the rim.
All right, Grant, which U.S.-born player do you think has the best chance to supplant LeBron as the face of the league?
Oh, man, you're putting me on the spot, B.A. Well, the conversation has to be between Jason Tatum, Ja Morant, and Anthony Edwards. They're the best young talent that the U.S. has to offer, and they're only getting better.
George for 3. Philadelphia with another miss.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. New Orleans leading by 7. Alvarado outside. From 12 feet. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And the Pelicans lead by 9. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
When you have an MVP talent in his prime, the focus has to be on winning the title. The Sixers' Joel Embiid said, quote, "The only thing I care about is winning." That takes a lot, and everybody has to contribute. I'm always going to believe in myself. I love the guys that we have. We are going to go and fight every single night.
Great perspective there. Thanks, Allie. Well, Coach, you spent a lot of time in New Orleans. Coach form, as a matter of fact. It's a fun stop in the NBA. There's some amazing food in the Big Easy.
Yeah, Brian, I love the city of New Orleans, but when I coached there, it was in the pandemic. All the restaurants were closed. All the entertainment was closed. We couldn't enjoy the jazz or the food.
Butler with the ball. Guarded by Olynyk. Here's Yabusele. Pass to Butler. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point land. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
To stop the run. And the layup is good.
Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Over to the left wing. Jacks up a three. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Driving to the basket. And it's Butler with the jam.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Philadelphia.
And New Orleans will go for a different look here.
Personal foul. 4th team foul. Substitution on the court.
Philadelphia on D. Down by 12. For three, McCollum. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
With confidence and ability from long range, I love it. McCollum's able to space the floor and keep the defense honest.
Pass to Butler. Back to Drummond. Messi grabs the board. The Pelicans lead by 15.
Philadelphia.
And coach, you look at DeJounte Murray, a 6'5", do-it-all guard.
Well, Brian, he's got the size and quickness to defend either backcourt position. Offensively, he's best with the ball in his hands, but he has developed his spot-up game to help the team.
And DeJounte Murray is truly the complete package. He does a little of this and a little of that. Anything you need out there, he can make it happen.
There's the block. And they get it back. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock.
If you can, use up the clock en route to the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
McCollum pulls it in. Fades and shoots. No good. Misses at the buzzer. A dominating first half of play. And so far, it hasn't been close. It's New Orleans leading by 17. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And not letting the contact affect him at all. Give Murray credit for keeping his focus.
Yabusele. Messi grabs the board. The Pelicans lead by 19. There's McCollum with the three. Fires in the triple. McCollum's got 9.
And it's all about being in rhythm. McCollum excels at recognizing when he should shoot off the bounce.
The shot by Butler, no good.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
McCollum outside. From behind the arc. And again, it's New Orleans with a three.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
And the 76ers call time here. So both teams changing it up here. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Here's Maxey. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Kelly Olynyk.
It's going to go on Kelly Olynyk. And Stan, you got into coaching right after college. When did you know you wanted to be a coach?
Brian, that's easy. As soon as I figured out that I didn't have much of a future as a player, I knew I wanted to stay involved in the game. I wanted to coach.
You really can't understate the energy Maxey brings to his game. Not just effort level, but his attitude and how that spreads to his guys out there.
And here are the Sixers now. Here's Grimes. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Murray. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Pelicans, DeJounte Murray.
And the free throw, no good. New Orleans leading by 23. McCollum looking it over. It's stolen by Maxey. To the paint. Here's Grimes. Goes back up. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Here's McCollum. No good off the glass.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Well, one of the sharpest players off the floor, C.J. McCollum.
Well, Brian, he also did a great job as president of the Players Union, and he's great on his podcast, too.
I'm sure he'll be doing games with you soon enough after his playing career.
Yeah, I just hope he's not taking my job.
And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Leading by 21. Out to the wing. Fires the three. The rebound by Embiid.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And it's Maxey missing. Oh, it's stolen. Here's George. Here he goes. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Yeah, on the drive, George's length is a gift, helping him get the shot off even with the foul.
Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players can learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
Here's Murray. Rebound by Philadelphia. Good. George has got 9.
Nice job by George to get out, run, and complete the break.
For 3, McCollum. The rebound by Embiid. 76ers trail by 18. Pass to George.
2 minutes remaining in the
And a missed layup.
2 minutes.
Murray up top. McCollum right side to snap the cold streak. Count it. Now 5 of 11 for the game.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Let's go with a 3. That won't go either for McCollum. So it's Philadelphia now. And Oubre gets it to go.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
Tries the spin move. McCollum outside. Clock is at 3. Takes a 3. McCollum with another miss. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Trailing by 19. It's good.
They're improving, but still find themselves behind.
Yeah, it'll take time. They need to keep stringing together positive possessions. And defensively, they need stops.
76ers trail by 17. Here's Grimes. He's off on the layup. So it's the Pelicans now. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. The putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Here's George. And that one drops for him. George has got 9 points now in the quarter.
It's been a blowout thus far, but they're trying to get back into the game.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 15. All sorts of time. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. McCollum's got 17. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans up 19 points as the quarter comes to a close. The hustle they've...
52. The 76ers, 33.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. '76ers trail by 19. And it's Jose Alvarado with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
So it's Philadelphia now. Maxey. Alvarado with a steal.
Well, that's why it's so important to seal off those passing lanes inside. Make them earn points in the paint.
Williamson up top. 6 to shoot. Unable to get that one. Good work defensively by Oubre. Here's Grimes. And the shot no good. A bit short.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Oh, there's the alley. Robinson Earl, no good.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing being off between those two guys.
Pass to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
At 7 feet tall, Embiid looks to dunk often, especially when he's got good positioning.
Here's Williamson. And it's blocked by Embiid. Here's George. Banked it in off the glass. George has got 11 in the second half. And with today's switching defensive style, versatile wing players are tremendously in demand.
Yeah, well, position now, Brian, comes down to who can you guard. And guys that can guard 3, 4, 5 different positions, those 6'7", 6'8" guys are often able to do that, and they are extremely valuable.
Look up, you're on the big screen. Get down, bastard.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Willie Green coaching his team during that last break. Despite the lead, Coach was stern with the guys, mentioning to the team, do not let up. I've seen some big comebacks in this league, and this is not over. An interesting message. B.A.?
All right, appreciate it, Allie. And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game. And the Pelicans making a change here. And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. There's McCollum with the 3. It's hauled in by Oubre.
Bruce Brown.
76ers trail by 15. For three, Maxey. Misi grabs the board. And there's the foul. It's on Joel Embiid. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
The Pelicans lead by 15. McCollum outside. Knocks down the long J. McCollum's got 20 points.
And he's not taking it easy on them at all. I mean, we all know he's going to keep pouring it on.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it. Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Here's George. Here's Oubre. Deflected. McCollum outside. Pass to Williamson. Here's Misi. McCollum way outside. Just 5 on the clock. That won't go either for McCollum.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option.
Tipped. Williamson left side. McCollum outside. Picked by Williamson. Fires top of the key. Shot's good by McCollum. McCollum's got 5 points now in the quarter. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Pelicans.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
New Orleans calls timeout. 1:41 left in the final quarter. The Pelicans making a switch here.
Pelicans. Number 25, Trey Murphy.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. McCollum on the wing. Picked by Williamson. The three is up. Rebound by the 76ers.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Pelicans.
A pair of tremendous rebounding teams.
And these guys played a little harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for C.J. McCollum.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
First personal foul.
No debate there. He got hammered.
And the first one at the line is good.
At the line for Philly, Quentin Grimes. 2 shots.
So he gets them both. .56 seconds left in the fourth. And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game.
Third personal foul. Third team foul.
For three, McCollum gets the three to fall.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
One side is dominated tonight.
Yeah, they've done a fantastic job of imposing their pace and style of play.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. 29 seconds left in the game. For three, McCollum. The rebound by Embiid. So it's Philadelphia now. Pass to George. The baseline J is off the mark. McCollum way outside. And the miss. And so it's the Pelicans taking care of business in this one. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight. And the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Stan Van Gundy.
Yo, I said they were coming for us, but that ain't make me no difference. Said they got something for nuts, but that ain't your ego, is it? Yo, thought I was coming one up, but I got my people clicking. Yeah, I can see yo, so ego driven. But I'm just a real G, I suppose. Tell the man put it on me, I suppose. The envy, I suppose. Cause the girls get friendly, I suppose. But I'm just a real G, I suppose. All for the family, I suppose. But we'll see how it goes. Hope I can stop maybe, but I won't. Baby, I'm the GOAT. Don't even chat to me about features, G. Gotta pay me for the quote. The price of the been rising, trying to get a beat for the low. I find it peak and I don't. In the kitchen, babe, leave me alone. Up a ting and I heat up the stove. They got their eggs all up in one basket. Told them be smart, we ain't equally yoked. They can't speak to the watch them go weaker than knees, a hello. They always wanna catch up on reason, but the peace is the reason that I won't. How you get the least if you've been through the most? It beats me, I suppose. Yo, I said they were coming for us, but that ain't make me no difference. Said they got something for nuts, but that ain't your ego, is it? Yo, thought I was coming one up, but I got my people clicking. Yeah, I can see yo, so ego driven. But I'm just a real G, I suppose. Tell the man put it on me, I suppose. The envy, I suppose. Cause the girls get friendly, I suppose. But I'm just a real G, I suppose. Do it all for the family, I suppose. But we'll see how it goes. Hope I can stop maybe, but I won't.
She see the G in me. I suppose. And I know she wanna suck me. I suppose. I would try to make it get so long. Why the I'm feeling like this? They don't wanna see me win, I suppose. But no matter what I want with.
Greetings, everyone, from Charlotte as we bring you an Eastern Conference contest for this Hornets home game. You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Now, here's Ball. There's the drive, and Ball slams it in.
The basketball IQ is already so impressive. Love seeing LaMelo Ball get crafty in the pick and roll.
LaMelo Ball came in like a storm into this NBA, Doris, but hasn't been able to stay healthy since.
It's so true, Kevin, and that's unfortunate because the skill is apparent every time he plays. He's a game changer with his size and his playmaking. The NBA is better off because of the flair and the style he brings when he is healthy.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And really, the line a season ago was just a battle for him. Just about a 72% free throw shooter.
When you look at the game of Mark Williams, Doris, what impresses you the most?
Well, probably his size and athleticism. That combination makes him an immediate fit. He understands which shots to take on the offensive end, seems to have a great feel for how to position himself on the defensive end and how to mix it up on the glass.
It's good.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. And more than just a jump shooter, Miller's very good around the rim. A rare quality for a wing these days.
Now, here is Young. Shoots over Ball. Bridges with the board.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Right side Green. Can't cash in from close range. And it's the Hawks ball. It's a three-point game. Here's Young. Back to Okongwu. And the baseline jumper, no good.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Green, no luck.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Pass to Johnson. Bridges with some nice defense. Left side, Miller. Ball with a wide open look. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, D. Oh!
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. Looking at the Hornets, Greg, they're still in pursuit of their first trip to the NBA Finals.
And, Kevin, I hope it happens soon because their fan base deserves it. They've stuck with this team through some difficult years. It's about time they get rewarded.
Now, here is Young. And the foul called on Brandon Miller. That is his first foul of the game.
It's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Young up top. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
Lakers dance crew. Make some noise, fans.
The Hornets trail. Over in the corner, Green. There's 1:47 left in the first quarter of the game. And again, the Hornets missing. And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. From downtown, Bridges with the board. Pass to Miller. And Miller throws it down hard.
Add that to the highlight reel for Miller. I'm sure it'll grow quickly.
Here's Young. And again, it's Atlanta. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
To the inside. Williams. And it's slammed in by Williams.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And it's Nick Smith with the foul. That's his first foul. So both teams changing it up here. Here's Mann. Rebound by Smith. Charlotte in the lead. Curry outside. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Driving to the basket.
Wow, that explosive first step. Josh Okogie sees a driving lane and says, yes, sir, I'm finishing this one.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
Smith for 3. Rebounded by Capella. Here's Johnson. Inside. Here's LeVert. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Hornets on top, leading by a point. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21, that was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
Free throw, no good for Nurkic. When a team, Doors, is on a losing streak, what lessons can be learned from that?
Yeah, Kevin, you know this. Losing streaks seem to be inevitable in the NBA. The season is too long to go through without some adversity. What I think you learn is grit and how to keep fighting, even when you don't have your best game available. Boy, have this shot on automatic. The confidence so crucial to what Seth Curry brings to the table.
Lob pass to Capella. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And the long arms of Capella, using them to perfection as a target for his teammates on that alley-oop.
Ball with the bucket.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about.
Into the lineup.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter.
Dyson Daniels. Trae Young.
Screen by Niang. From about 19 feet. Young outside. Shot clock at 5. The Hawks again can't hit. Hornets leading by 3. Pass to Curry. They get the rebound. A 3-ball. Rebound by the Hawks. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also, the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
Maybe that's coaching, right? Growth and development. A mind for the game for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder. Smith for 3. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Pass to Young. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Here is Daniels. It's Young on the wing. Shoots the 3. No good on that one. We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. You love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
But Trae, basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
Timeout. You know, the range Young has really is unlimited. He just feels comfortable shooting as soon as he crosses half court.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. .52 left to play here in the second quarter. Miller outside. They can't stop the run with that one.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Young for three. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Bridges deciding where to go with it. And he banks in the layup.
I'll tell you, no secret that Miles Bridges at his best when finishing at the cup.
Shot from the top of the key. That shot misses. Hornets trail by 3. Hey, DB, we don't see a lot of them, but from what you have seen and heard, what can the Charlotte Hornets do better to improve their overall game?
Well, I think one of the things you have to look at is what are they doing successfully on the offensive end and what are their weaknesses? One of the weaknesses is drawing fouls and getting opportunities at the free throw line. To me, Kev, the best teams do a good job of getting easy points, whether in transition or at the charity stripe.
Here is Daniels. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Here's Young. And Curry pulls it down.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones. And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Traps in the tray. He gets it up. Sends it home! What a shot!
You want drama? We've got drama. That's the way to end a quarter.
That is a way to fire him up, fire up the team. What a tremendous play.
We've got second-half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Pass to Daniel. Back to Young. He takes it in. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Johnson, and Johnson with the stop.
An excellent ball movement. Young being unselfish.
Hornets trail by 7. Reza Shea with the steal. Young outside. And they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Now, here's Ball. 6 points for him. Pass to Miller. Now, Ball. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. Here's Bridges. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
One thing this team likes about Miles Bridges, Greg, he plays a lot. He's always there.
And Kevin, on a couple occasions, Bridges has been near the top in minutes played. He's got that strong 6'7" frame, and it holds up well over the season.
Atlanta leading by 9. Young outside. Reza Shea in the corner. Feeds away. Young's shot is off. Outside, Ball. Pass to Williams.
Don't play with those guys.
The kick out to Ball. Back to Williams.
I ran up my bank card.
And the layup's good off the glass.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Young with the ball. Now guarded by Ball. And the basket by Johnson.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct. Just standing.
I swear that's what he told me.
I enjoy is watching players
He said, "Hit my man." He said,
lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He wants to talk to his guy. Hornets trail by 10. To the
That mean they lie by 10.
Miller throws it down hard.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot.
So
Right now,
you know that though. Got big rats with little boy. Don't play with Lizard.
Young taking his time here. And it comes off the front of the rim. Miller outside. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. And Williams throws it down.
And not just the score, Miller condition as well, showing great vision on that play.
Second team foul.
The Hawks leading by 6. Break since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021. The Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
Now, here's Johnson. He's got 7.
But you can see the strength that Miles Bridges brings to the defensive end of the floor. That is nice defense.
The kick out to Ball. The 3. Drills the three-pointer. Ball's got 9 points.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Here's LeVert, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Mark Williams.
This guy doesn't mind absorbing contact at all. He leans to the free throw line. Here's LeVert will find his points anytime he wants.
You know, one thing you notice, we were just talking about this with the Hornets in recent years, a lot of changing lineups.
And you expect that with the team, with where they're at. They're looking for any advantage game to game and trying to build that identity as a franchise. He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes.
Gotta spend less time with my bitch. What? Gotta spend more money on you.
Over Smith. The Hawks again can hit. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. They trail by 3. In the corner, Daniels. There's a good screen. Here's Niang. No good. And they can't put an end to this drive. Bridges outside. And it's Ball in the corner. It's good. This game is all even. He's got 12.
This guy is always ready to shoot the 3. LaMelo's so confident from distance.
Shoots from 14. A nice shot by LeVert.
Boy, that's as wide open as you're going to get. The defense needs to lock in and be better than that.
And it's Miller with the jam.
That's just great recognition by LaMelo Ball. The pinpoint accuracy makes it easy for his teammate.
Here's Rizachet. Still without a basket.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Here's Rizachet. The three-pointer, no good. Miller outside for the lead. Sinks the three-pointer. Miller's got 11 points. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a competitive effect.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Hornets ahead 40 as they end the third quarter with a huge surge, an 18-7 run. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Charlotte in the lead. Smith outside. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Smith's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Hornets. It's LeVert with the drive. It's stolen. And here's Smith. Pass to Diabate. Back to Nurkic. 6 to shoot. Here's Curry. And the layup is good. Curry's got the lead up to 6 now for Charlotte.
Well, you know that Seth Curry will be aggressive regardless of where he is on the floor. Nice look inside there.
Bounce pass LeVert. Out to the right wing. Here's Buffkin. Count it, and the foul. It's going to be on Jusuf Nurkic.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Hornets.
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
Here's Johnson. Takes it off the glass.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
Right side, ball. Pass to Nurkic. Rebound by Johnson. The Hawks trailing. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And it's all evened up. Johnson's got 9 points here in the second half.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, during the break, listen in with Charles Lee and his team. Now, he said, come on, can anybody make a three? We have to be better from deep. He implored his team to find the shooters, get them open with movement and picks. We'll see if it works, guys.
Thanks, David. On the wing, Williams. Knocked away. Capella with it. Williams picks him up. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball.
At the line for the Hawks, Jalen Johnson.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
Onyeka Okongwu. Zachary Rizarche. Trey Young.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Young is double. And stolen by Miller. And here we go with Miller running up the court. That one goes. Just count it. Miller's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Already, Miller showing he has no problem in the big moments. How about the gut from that young man?
Young, good.
This is why people are just so high on Young, because he comes through with big shots in the game.
Ball. Outside Williams. Back to Ball. Shot clock at 6. Bridges, no one around him. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
High stakes moment, and Miles Bridges does not shy away. Go ahead, young sir.
Young with no one around. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Just a tiny lead for him.
And a chance to make it a little bigger right here.
Ball, no good. And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
So it's the Hawks now. Down low. Here's Okongwu. Williams with the block. Outside, Ball. To the middle. Feet away. Rebound by the Hawks.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range. So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
A clear look for Ball. Again, Ball missing. Atlanta with the ball. Young inside. Pass to Daniel. Back to Young. Lets it go with the 3. The shot misses. And timeout is called by Charles Lee. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here.
Now into the lineup for the Hawks. Clint Capella. Mohamed Gee.
Here's Ball.
Kobe Buffkin.
Count it!
2 points.
LaMelo Ball is never rattled. Doesn't matter how close the score or what the situation. This guy unafraid of big shots.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
Shooting front left. Jalen.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1.
A technical foul has been assessed to the Hornets.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that ties the game up.
You can tell that miss at the line might stick with him for a while. Always hurts to miss a chance to take the lead.
Williams. There's Green with the 3. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Now, here's Ball. Banked in off the glass. Ball's got the first basket here in overtime for the Hornets.
is just such enthusiasm, such a love for the game with LaMelo. Shot after shot going down.
Here's Young, and he uses the glass on the layup. Young's got it all tied up now for the Hawks.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
It's tipped. Bridges with the steal. Miller outside to the inside. And it's Williams finishing it off.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Here's Charlotte now. The lead is 2.
Yeah, you can see the impressive vertical of LaMelo. This guy gets to the cup and slams it home.
Pass to Okongwu. Johnson right side. Beyond the arc. Hornets with the rebound.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Over in the corner, Green. Ball feeling it out a bit. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Jalen Johnson.
You love the fact that LaMelo Ball is not timid about drawing contact on the interior. Get that foul drawn, LaMelo.
So he can't get either to fall. Young, right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Charlotte leading by 4. Ball with it. Over in the corner, Williams. Pass the ball. From 20 feet out. And the Hornets miss again. So it's Atlanta now. Here's Johnson. Count it.